What happens after an IRS audit? What if I disagree with the audit? So at the end of an IRS audit, the auditor issues an audit report. And you have basically two options. You can agree with the audit report, and if you agree with the audit report, the audit's over. You can disagree with the audit report, and if you disagree with the audit report, you then have the options of working with the auditor to try and resolve the disagreement and or going to the Office of Appeals. Now, the IRS is tough when it comes to disagreed audits. Usually by the time the auditor has gone through the trouble of drafting and issuing an audit report, because of all the attachments and schedules to it, the auditor is less likely to change their position. The better avenue is to appeal to the auditor's manager, potentially, depending on the issue and depending on the likelihood of the auditor to get backed up by their manager. But at least with the manager, you may have the option of resolving the audit as agreed versus taking the case into appeals. Now with appeals, unlike the state, the auditor is not really involved in the process. The auditor has already submitted their report, they've put it into writing, and unless there's additional documentation that gets submitted during appeals, the appeals officer doesn't have anything to do with the auditor, and neither do you. So the decision here is a tactical one. Do you stick around and work things out with the auditor, or do you go into the IRS Office of Appeals? The answer to that is multifaceted. Depends on the facts, it depends on the circumstances, and it depends on how far apart you and the auditor are. But ultimately, the important thing is that you make a strategic decision with respect to that issue and try and reduce your liability down as much as possible.